Here's our eagles talking, carrying on. They just mated. They're sitting right above the nest. Female was in there for 45 minutes today. So I figured they might have laid the first egg today because I came by earlier when it was cold. She wasn't in there. It was like 38. If I had an egg, she would be in there maintaining it. So then when I came back later, she was in the nest, and I made a couple of trips back and forth. She never left, stayed in there for 45 minutes, and then flew out, and then the mate came back. She was in the other tree around the bend, but it had warmed up to 50 degrees by then. And now they landed in the tree here side by side, where they can watch the nest, just right above the nest. And they just mated, so I think we may have an egg, and they're sitting here to keep an eye on it. But she was in there for 45 minutes. She wasn't fixing the nest or nothing, just sitting in the upright position, the egg-laying position. So hopefully she laid her first egg today, and we documented it. So, and they're getting ready for the second egg because they just consummated their relationship again. So we'll see how it goes. I'll hang out a little longer, see what happens. But that's our pair of Riverbend Bald Eagles. It's been a busy morning. Came by this morning, like I say, it was froze last night. There was nobody in the nest. She was down on her pole by the driving range. I came back later and she was sitting up in the nest. Made a couple trips back and forth, different places and back. She was still in there for 45 minutes, and then she flew out. Went down on the bend in the river in that tree for just a couple of minutes, and then I saw the male fly in and land here, and then she came back, and then they just mated. So we're keeping a close eye on the nest, so we may have an egg. We will see. All the activities and behavior certainly leads that way. Now it's 50 degrees about, so the egg doesn't have to be maintained. It just can't get down to 40-some degrees, then it would never hatch. But once I get the 2 eggs, then she'll bring them up to 98 degrees, her body temperature, and incubate them for 35 days. So I think spring is just about sprung now for our eagles. I know on the other side of the mountains they're already getting ready to lay their eggs too, so they're just a little earlier than ours. And they may already have eggs there. Alright then, I think we can call that pretty much good. A pair of Riverbend Bald Eagles gives us quite the show today. We got a lot of things to document, so I think we may have an egg, so because they don't have to be on the egg continually. It's 50 degrees, all she's got to do is keep an eye on it so the crows and things don't get after it. And if she gets her 2 eggs in there, sometimes it's 3, and then she'll bring them up to incubating temperature, 98 something degrees, and she will incubate for 35 days. And that's how it works at the eagle nest. Alright, enjoy the video and we'll get on our way.